Hey guys, welcome back for another episode. This is Marvin, and we're here at the Trimble booth at World of Asphalt. And obviously you see a huge cap behind us, right? And we're like, well, how does Trimble integrate with that? I got Karl with me today. Karl's gonna give us a little bit of a background on Trimble, and then we're gonna talk about mobile mapping software. So let us know a little bit about Trimble and how they started, what they do.
Fundamentally, we are a GNSS company. We were founded best part of 4 years ago. But we've covered all sorts of different industries, different sectors, different applications, diversified quite a lot, and we manufacture everything from survey equipment all the way through to machine control systems, which you see here on the machine behind us, whole portfolio of software types of things, but fundamentally we map the world. That's kind of what we do.
Yeah, well, we see all the software, right? Like we'll see whether it's a Trimble pole that we see here or just a smaller piece somewhere else, and we see it retrofitted on a lot of equipment, a lot of stuff. Like you were saying, y'all map the world. So bring us in a little bit on the mobile mapping software. I mean, we're looking at the MX60 here in front of us. What is this thing? What does it do?
So what's a mobile mapping system? So fundamentally, a mobile mapping system is a device that you can put on the roof of your car, your truck, your ute, whatever you want, and drive down the road, and it'll pick up a digital representation of what you see as you drive down the road. So for the layperson, think Google Street View type thing. So when you're on your computer at home, you get the immersive image of where you want to go for your folks' house or wherever. This is kind of the professional way of doing it. So we have a 360-degree camera on top, lasers. We drive down the road and it'll pick up everything you see. So you get a digital twin. So what we class a digital twin is a point cloud, and also the images overlay on top of that point cloud.
So we get 2D images?
3D.
So 3D images.
Yeah. So if you can look on the screen on your computer, you can bring the data in.
I can do a topographical.
You can do a topo survey. So fundamentally, going back to the old school survey days, you'd walk around with a rod and you'd do, 1,000 points a day if you're a decent surveyor. You do 2 million points a second with these.
How does it work?
So stick it on the roof of the car as a mount, 2 handles here, click it up, bosh. There's an IMU inside, GNSS antenna on top, lasers, and a camera. There's a downward facing camera looking at the pavement. As you drive down, all these sensors are using time, GPS, so they're all linked together, all calibrated together. As you drive down, you power it through the vehicle, away you go. So you get a file that you can then look on screen, you can export it to other devices.
So when it comes to the construction world, Karl, like what is the application, like what's the application use for something like this? Like we're driving down the road, maybe we can kind of get, let's say we're talking X mile marker to X mile marker for a project. We're gonna drive this down the road, see what all the surroundings are, what we're working with. Am I getting that right? Yeah,
pretty much, and then you can take that and then what's your project? What are you doing? Are you paving the road? Are you then gonna mill the road? What are you then doing with that data? So twofold, you can look at the maintenance side of things. So if you're a DOT, for example, you've got your asset. Your asset is the road. What condition is my road in? You drive down the road, I can then look at the potholes. We have software tools and scripts where you can pull out the potholes, the cracks, and so on and so forth from the images and from the point cloud that we have. So that you can see, okay, that road is in pretty poor condition. So, I might need to mill it or resurface the road. So then you can take that data, you can disseminate the data down, and fundamentally you can put that data into the machine. So you can get a tin model, you put the data into the machine, you know your falls and your cross and your cut and fill that you need to make potentially. Put that into the machine and away you go.
What if we're doing like a new build project and we're talking about a huge parking lot? Like right now, like we're in the American Center here at St. Louis. The old dome where the St. Louis Rams football team used to play is here. There's a lot of blacktop. If there's a huge parking lot and we're talking just like virgin land, can we put this on like UTV, drive on there, get all of our mapping, know like all of our elevations, all of our ranges, how far we got to cut down and stuff to get to
exactly that.
land?
So if you're on the parking lot, just drive up and down the parking lot. Obviously it'll scan what it sees, so if there's some cars on there, you get the cars in there, you can clear that out of the data sets. But fundamentally just drive up and down, and then you got it and you've got a full map, you've got a full digital model.
So in the country, like let's say we're in the countryside, and I'm like, well, this is a forest and a field, I'm going to build a shop here and I'm going to put a parking lot here, I can still put this unit on top of like
Stick
the
on
UTV,
ATV, Polaris, whatever. Yeah, away you go. Anything that's got a battery.
Unbelievable.
So you can stick it on there. We've had it on trains, boats, not quite planes and automobiles, but yeah, fundamentally you can get it on trains, boats.
Yeah. Wow. I just think my brain isn't ready to think about all the opportunities and what all you can do by having this on there.
Simplify it. Simplify. The best thing to do that is simplify it. So something we're looking at doing is educate people. So I have this device. What can I use it for? What are the applications? So again, okay, to your point, I've got a greenfield site. What do I need? What does the contractor want at the end of the day on that greenfield site? He wants to know where the boundaries are. He wants to know where the bushes, the trees, things like that are. The hydrants, whatever's there, and you just pick it up, and then okay, we can pick those out. And again, depending on the organisation, whether it's a contractor or a DOT or whatever, they're going to have certain departments that want different needs out of that data. The data is all contextually rich to somebody.
Correct.
So if you're in, I don't know, the procurement department, for example, you want to know, is that green field is still a green field? When they turn up with the guys with a hand shovel to dig out the grass, he wants to know it's grass and not concrete.
That's true.
So again, from a procurement point of view, the guys can rock up, drive down the road, okay, it's concrete. That grass verge is no longer there, someone's paved over and put a sidewalk on it. Yeah. So that cost per mile to dig that up is going to be more than it would be if it was grass, for example.
And then we have a digital database then too.
Got a digital database you can then build on.
So you can take that information, put that into what would be the spec or the blueprint for the project.
Exactly.
And then you actually have the images of what the contractors will be quoting the work or working on the work.
Correct. And from so we talk vertical construction for a second here. When you're building a building, they have what they call BIM. Where they model the building. So you'll if you put some steel work up in a building, you'll scan that building. Mm-hmm. You'll then put the fronting on, the shuttering on, or whatever you want to put the doors on. You'll scan that again. So you're building up that model of the vertical building. As the building goes up, you've got that model for safety, for the fire eggs, whatever it may be. Why can't you do the same thing from a road construction point of view? So the different layers. So BIM for road is the same examples here as BIM for a building. Yeah. You're building up a model. So once you've got that model, you're taking those blueprints, you start now, you can then come back in a few years' time, okay, in Q1 2025 I did this, and okay, my road's disintegrated or worn down. Why? I've only had 4 years worth of wear and tear out of that road. You can then look back, what did I use from a product mix point of view, what had gone into that makeup at that time. So all the data that you've got, you can use it for many different. There's a lot of different applications for the data. For the data that you're taking in. Where can we learn more about Trimble and the MX60? Because I got a feeling like y'all are going to be using this thing, and we're going to be like, oh, we didn't even think about being able to use for that. We have our own website, trimble.com, on there /mobile mapping. We've got our portfolio on there, MX60s. We have MX90s as well. But yeah, have a look. Cool. I appreciate it. Thanks, Karl. That's fantastic. Cheers, guys.